What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of the Still Got It podcast. This is Sam Njoku, joined as always with Vaughn Kane and Clayton Patton. It is going to be a crazy episode. Lots and lots to catch up on as the NFL season is reaching the midway point. So right now, you either know if you're going to be a loser or a winner. We're going to touch on all that, including players that can potentially be at the top of the mountain in terms of MVP conversation and potential Super Bowl champion. Vaughn, take it away.
So you mentioned MVP, mid-season predictions. Let's start with that. Who do y'all think is the mid-season MVP of the NFL? Sam, let's start with you.
The answer I'm going to go with is going to be a bit controversial.
Here we go.
I'm going to go Matthew Stafford.
Ooh.
I think Matt Stafford is the MVP at this point in the season. I think Jonathan Taylor obviously is the better player, playing more, playing better overall. I think that the Colts wouldn't be where they are without Jonathan Taylor. But at the end of the day, I think that the QB is the guy that touches the ball more than anybody else on the football field. And what he's doing with that Rams team coming into this coming into the season, he had that back injury. Everybody thought that he wouldn't even play the season. He's come on and been on fire. I think his touchdowns are eclipsing everybody else's in the league. He's just a dog right now. I can't even lie. But I get the sentiment that JT could up there. There's other players that could potentially rise up. I'm looking at you, Lamar. But right now, it's clearly going to be either Jonathan Taylor or Matthew Stafford. I'm going to give the nod to Matthew Stafford, much to the chagrin of a lot of people.
See, we love Matty. We love Matt here. I love Matt. I hope you get it. Clay, who do you think?
So, and that's the thing. It's going to be hard for a non-quarterback to win the MVP. I can't even remember off the top of my head when the last non-quarterback was to win the MVP in the league. I'd have to, check some
Adrian Peterson, I think.
I think it was Adrian Peterson or LaDainian Thompson, one of those two. Yeah.
One of those two. We were kids the last time that happened. So, and my vote, I'm going to go for JT, honestly. I feel like, and we'll touch on this later on in the show, but I feel like the Colts have a lot of players that'll be up for a lot of different awards, coaches as well, too. But right now, through 10 weeks, JT has 189 carries, 1,139 yards, and 15 touchdowns. That's nuts. You know what I'm saying? He's clearly the engine that's making that offense go. Like I said, they definitely got a lot of other pieces, but I would love to see a non-quarterback get the award, and he's just having a season to where he would be the person that I would vote for right now. But with all the points that Sam made, with Matty over there, you can't argue with it. But I would like to see just something different this year, kind of shake it up.
Do you think he would have to break records to win the MVP, JT?
Probably so. And I know we'll touch on it later, but he's already got more touchdowns than Saquon had in his MVP season last year. So like I said, I don't want to jump the gun on anything that we'll talk about later, but I think it's possible, but I definitely think he would have to do some crazy things, but he's on track to do those crazy things. So.
Okay. So I got the odds here. Drake May is leading plus 230. Matt Stafford is plus 240. Mahomes and JT are tied at 650.
Mahomes.
And then Josh Allen, 750. Sam Darnold is 1,100. So my case
They'll
is
do
Drake
anything
May.
for Josh Allen.
I know. Yeah. My case is Drake May. Drake May has won 8 straight games, more importantly. He's leading the league in passing. Tied second at passing touchdowns. And shit, long story short, they are beating the Bills. They are winning the division right now. So my mid-season pick, I'm going to take Drake May. I'm going to go with FanDuel odds right now.
I don't mind it. The only thing is, besides the Bills, who are the Pats beat, they've beaten a lot of low-level teams, right? So, we're going to find out about them in December for sure. But I can't hate on the Drake May. He's looking like
he's looking good.
Looking like Tom Brady out there.
He looks good. All right, next one, Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year. Clay, we're going to start with you. I know. Rookie of the Year. Who do you think?
So we starting with offensive or
what we doing? Do offense.
Okay, so I've got 2 players that come to mind, and that's why I said I was gonna big up the Colts this week. So starting off, I'm gonna go Emeka Egbuka with the Bucks. So he's sitting with 40 catches, 670 yards, and 6 touchdowns. I think he's easily walking into that number 1 spot as Mike Evans is on, the back end of his career. I think that's going to be a perfect spot for him. Him and Baker are going to continue the trend that they're on right now. And then also, like I said, kind of like a dark horse. It'll kind of be kind of weird if we do see this happen, but I say Tyler Warren is my second pick. 50 catches, 617 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He also gets some carries in there. He's always putting his nose in there in the run game as well too. He's definitely damn, what's some dog's name out there in San Francisco? I'm forgetting his name off the top of my head.
George Kittle.
Yeah, Kittle. He's definitely Kittle 2.0. I love watching Tyler Warren play. But my two votes for offensive rookie of the year right now would be Egbuka and Tyler Warren.
So I actually had both of them as 1 and 2. I threw Jackson Dart in at 3 because he had a good year when he was healthy. Tyler, I think honestly the Bears picked the wrong tight end at number 10. They should have picked Tyler Warren, and we see why right now. He having a great year. Sam, what you think? What's your offensive?
Yeah, I'm right there with y'all. Emeka Egbuka. Shout out to the African doing this thing. I can't knock it. He's number one in my opinion. Jackson Dart could sneak up there if he was healthy. If he gets some wins together with the Giants, then potentially creep up in there. Like again, this quarterback driven lead. So if he gets the stats, he might get up there. But I think Emeka's doing the crazy work right now. So that's my notion. I think we all agree. I think Loveland was a crazy pick for the Bears. Everybody said Tyler Warren was a better tight end. They went ahead and went the other way. I mean, Loveland's been doing good, but we're seeing what Warren's doing over there in Indianapolis. It's
and
different.
Even in hindsight, that was a crazy pick because at Penn State, Tyler Warren was lining up at quarterback, running back, tight end. Like he was literally doing everything. So that was kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts.
All right, defensive. What do y'all think? Defense kind of hard though, honestly.
Definitely hard. And I'll admit I had to look up some stats and look up some film and stuff before we even came in here because I don't watch a lot of the Browns games. Maybe when 12 gets in, I'll tune in a little more. But they got a cat out there, Carson Schwessinger.
Yeah.
Apparently he's a dog. Apparently he's doing it up. 74 total tackles, 30 solo, 44 assisted, 1.5 sacks, and an INT halfway through the season.
He's hooping. Honestly,
but he's going bonkers.
I looked up stuff too. I know we all had Travis Hunter earlier, Abdul Carter earlier in the league, but Carson has been taken off this past year. Sam, let me guess. Who you going? Don't say Malachi Starks.
No, I'm not going to say Malachi Starks. Okay. I was going to say, he's in the AFC North, so I pay close attention to Carson Schwessinger. That boy's a dog. He's doing crazy things. Not only him, but Mason Graham, the Cleveland Browns DT that they got when they traded that pick that they were going to use for what's his face, the dude out of Jacksonville, the wide receiver cornerback duo, Travis Hunter. Yeah, so both of those guys been playing bonkers. I think Mason Graham's getting a little less love because he's lining opposite of Myles Garrett. But yeah, Carson's doing great. I also want to keep in mind Nick Manwari, the safety out of Seattle. That coach Mike McDonald's using him perfectly, playing him very similar to the way the Ravens played Kyle Hamilton when the coach Mike McDonald was with the Ravens. So Nick Manwari can sneak up. I'm not sure if he's great as much as many would think as a safety in the purest sense, as a deep safety. But he's been used as a linebacker / edge rusher. He's going bonkers too. So he's a guy that could potentially sneak in there. Exactly. Yep.
Speaking of Mike McDonald, so about Coach of the Year, who do y'all have ranked as Coach of the Year mid-season?
I'm going Shane Steichen.
Oh,
like I said, we haven't seen the Colts be successful in a very long time. Like I said, you got an MVP candidate in Jonathan Taylor. I think we have a comeback player of the year candidate in Daniel Jones. Nobody expected Danny Dimes to come to Indianapolis, and literally he's a totally different player. So I think with all those factors in play, and then with them having the record that they have, possibly being Super Bowl contenders. Let's see. Like I said, they're trading to get those big names to make that push. They just went and got Sauce. My push is for Steichen in Indianapolis.
You can't be mad at it. Honestly, like you said, surprising team. We knew JT was gonna do good, but nobody knew Danny Dimes was gonna play like this. Like legit, he should be in MVP voting. He should be up there. My pick is Mike Vrabel. After leaving the Titans, he took over with Gerard Mayo's 4-11, 4-12 Patriots team, something like that. Now leading the division, everybody got them. You got the quarterback playing well, MVP voting. You got the running game doing good. Defense is playing amazing right now. So I'm taking Mike Vrabel as the Coach of the Year mid-season. Sam, who do you got?
I think it's going to come down to those two coaches. Let's just get it out the way. They got the best records in the league right now. But for my money, and I just talked about him, Mike McDonald might be the sneaky pick. He is doing wonders for this team right now. They traded away all their players. They got rid of their quarterback. came in still running stuff. I think that this Rams game upcoming is going to be a true test. I think this game, if the Seattle Seahawks
Ooh,
were to win, could boost him up a little bit. I think people aren't
sure.
talking about McDonald enough. I was all about the Ravens putting Mike McDonald in as the head coach after their loss in the 2023 AFC Championship game. Didn't happen. Seattle stole him. He's a dog. He's so good. I can go on for hours about what he does in preparation for games because I just know that dude's just crazy. But I think it's going to come down to Mike Vrabel and Steichen because those two guys are just elevating those teams that were terrible. Those guys are going to possibly be the 1 and 2 seed in the AFC.
Right. Now, just transition a little bit to a player y'all both have ties to. Jair Alexander. What's going on? Is he done? Is he gonna come back? I know he took some time off recently. You think he gonna make a comeback in the next couple of years, or just tell me
So
what's going on?
I'll go first. 'Cause I know Sam will probably have more insight just with everything he has. I don't want him to be done, but then at the same time with the injuries mounting, and then also I don't want to call it like character issues, but you
Facts.
know, multiple teams have come out and said that he can be a problem, and we can kind of see the personality pop out here and there. So I think with the culmination of those two things, like I said, I don't want it to be over. I love him. When he's at his best, when he's healthy, easily a lockdown corner. He's going to change the environment, take away half of the field. Um, but right now, does it look good? I don't think it necessarily looks good
Yeah.
in terms of a comeback and things like that. But like I said, I'll let Sam speak on it because I know he'll have more insight.
Yeah,
So
I don't know much in terms of the technicalities of the situation. I do know his knee is healthy enough where he was cleared to play. Uh, in Baltimore, he was outplayed by four of the corners in the team. So he was outplayed by Marlon Humphrey, Chidobe Awuzie, Nate Wiggins. All three of those guys are ballers in their own right. And TJ
yeah.
Tampa was kind of that fourth guy, but he plays more special teams, and the Ravens only suit up five corners on game day. Jair doesn't play special teams, so
You're
it
right.
is what it is. So in week one, he got torched by Keon. I forgot his name. Keon something.
What from
The,
Bills?
from the Bills, yeah.
Coleman,
Coleman,
and
Keon
he's
Coleman. I
not
was going to say
playing
Campbell.
very
And,
well at
and
all
Keon
this year.
Coleman's ass. So
Yeah.
that tells you how he was
Great
looking
Cooper.
with his knee. Yeah, they tried to, give him some time throughout the season to get ready. I think they played him one more time. He played a few snaps, didn't really show much of anything. So it's all about practice for the Ravens. They saw him in practice. He wasn't looking great. And then they traded him over to Philadelphia. He passed his physical, so the knee is fine enough where he can actually play. They saw him in practice and said, nope, you don't got it no more, Chief. And they benched him prior to the game against the Packers, who was his old team. He was looking forward to that game. So I think it was just the mental aspect of that, along with the fact that physically he doesn't really have it anymore because of that knee. So I think it's just going to take some time away from the league, figure out if his knee is going to get better, or maybe call it quits. But I think the Eagles put him on NFI/the retirement list, so they're going to just let him do his thing. But yeah, it's looking kind of bleak for Jair. Not the same guy that we saw in Green Bay a few years ago, which pisses me off because I was really looking forward to him balling
Man,
out in Baltimore. Yeah.
and love for him to come back and reconnect with Lamar. Like I said,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
just
It was a
looked
great
great
story.
on
It
paper.
was a
Yeah,
great
it
story.
just looked great. Yeah,
And if it's a mental game, we hope he get the help he needs.
yeah.
Come back
All love to
healthy.
Jair. Like I
Exactly.
said,
For
all
sure.
love.
All
Yeah,
love. We hope he come back. We do want to see him come back. We want to see him ball out. He's a lockdown corner. I hate seeing Jair. I used to hate seeing this dude play.
Yeah.
Hate it.
and he's
Hate it.
yapping. He's gonna let
And
you
he's
know
talking
about it.
trash. I love it. I
Yeah.
hope he comes
All
back.
time.
So we talked about JT a little bit earlier. Do you think this season could potentially be better than Saquon's record-breaking 2024 season?
So, and this is what I said earlier. So, pulling up Saquon's 2024. So he had 345 carries, 2,005 rushing yards, 13 touchdowns. Easily should have had 20, but we know the tush push robbed him of plenty touchdowns.
Okay.
So JT has already eclipsed his touchdowns. He has 8 more games to essentially get like right around 900 yards. So he's already averaging enough to my fault. He's already
Oh, you're
averaging
good.
enough week to week to eclipse that. So the only
Okay.
things that I would say would be needed in order for him to have a better overall season would be the team success. So
Championship.
clearly you would have to win the Super Bowl because Saquon did all
Facts.
of those things and then they brought home the hardware too. So statistically, I think JT's probably going to eclipse all of Saquon's numbers from last year. But
Easily.
ultimately, to have the better success of the season, we're going to have to see what the Colts end up doing.
And I know stats not everything. So like you said, my only view on this is if he wins the Super Bowl. That's literally it. If he can bring all the stats he wants to, we love stats here, but at the same time, it's like you said, production on the field, team success. If they win a Super Bowl, I would say he has a better season, but he has to do something that significant to have a better season than Saquon. Sam, what you think?
I think the Colts offense without JT is terrible. They're god awful. They don't have anybody outside of them. Are we talking about Donnie Mitchell right now? Like, who are we talking about over there? Daniel Jones, who was just cast aside in New York.
Tyler Warren.
Tyler Warren. Yeah, I mean, like those guys are okay
they got
guys.
Good pieces.
They got
like
good
you said,
pieces.
okay.
Yeah.
I think he's having perhaps one of the best seasons we've ever seen from a running back ever. I'm not sure if the stats are going to get him to that mark where he's the most rushing leader ever, but certainly rushing touchdowns are in the ballpark of possibilities for eclipsing that. I don't know if he has to win a championship because, again, when it's all said and done in the playoffs, it's all about quarterback play. Like the best quarterbacks are going to win. Do you trust Daniel Jones to throw the perfect pass in the end zone with 30 seconds left against Patrick Mahomes to win the AFC Championship? I don't. So I just think that if the defense, as you mentioned, Clay, is stepping up like the Philadelphia Eagles defense is, because the Eagles defense carried the Eagles last year, more so than even Saquon, in my opinion. So it's going to be a lot for them to win a championship. I still think the Ravens, Bills, and Chiefs are the best teams in the AFC, even though the Patriots have shown a lot, even though the Colts have shown a lot. I think one of those two teams will, I don't want to say upset because I think they'll be favored in all those games, but one of those two teams are going to knock out those three teams I just mentioned. But yeah, I think that overall, if we're talking about just JT, that boy's having a phenomenal season. I'm not sure he's going to be able to duplicate it. Enjoy it, brother, because this is like a once-in-a-lifetime deal for them.
That's fair. All right, let's switch it up a little bit. Let's play a little game. Keep 3, cut 5, wide receivers edition. And y'all had to do this together. This is a team effort.
All right. Is this current?
This I'm going to give you a list. Some are one player's current. No, two people current, but they are top receivers. They're not middle pack. They're not.
Keep 3, cut 5.
Keep 3, cut 5.
Right.
List these 8 players. You tell me A and A. If you keep the first 3, the rest of the 5 you're cutting. Vice versa. Whatever you do. Okay. And so
Clay, each one of us gets an overrule. So if one of us decides adamantly, I can overrule it. And if I adamant, you can overrule in case we don't agree.
And I'm gonna mark this on the end. I'm gonna tell y'all who y'all kept and who y'all
all right,
kept.
cool.
Who y'all kept, who y'all cut.
Keep 3, cut 5. All right, cool.
All right. Number 1, the great Randy Moss.
And this is so crazy because it's number 1, but I feel like you gotta keep Randy.
Gotta keep Randy.
Okay.
You gotta keep him.
Keep Randy.
Okay. Yes, go with T.O.
Oh God.
Jesus.
My favorite receiver ever.
We're starting off tough.
That's what I'm saying. It's
tough. All right. Hall of Famer. 2 Hall of Famers.
2 gold jackets.
2 go. I mean, no one's gonna knock us for keeping T.O. Who could be better than T.O. on the list?
Listen,
would you be upset about?
Earlier.
Right. It's gonna have to. It's gonna end up coming to preference. But I think we keep Moss and T.O. Those are 2 top 3.
I'm feeling comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna cut some dogs, though, Clay. Get ready for it.
Yeah. We're gonna get cussed out by somebody.
They're gonna cuss y'all out for sure. Okay, you keeping T.O. Let's go with Julio Jones.
I don't want to, but I think we're safe.
Yeah, we got to cut him. Yeah.
Okay. Larry Fitzgerald.
I'm okay with cutting him. I feel
tough.
bad.
I got so much love for Fitz.
Yeah,
and I
the best
understand the cut.
ever.
But yeah, because that's going to be another gold jacket. Like,
yeah,
he has more tackles than drops. Like,
that's crazy. That's an insane stat.
Damn, I don't want to do that, but I think just because we got so many people left, we got
yeah,
to.
You gotta. Yeah, it's a numbers game.
Antonio Brown.
Ooh.
And think about what Antonio Brown has done for this league. But
AB might be the best route runner in the
this is number
league.
5. You still got 3 more players.
Still got 3 more. What are you feeling like, Clay?
I think this is a hinge pick, honestly, because I'm not mad at it either way. Because like I said, we don't know the last 3 names.
I don't know.
And like I said, Antonio Brown, oh my God, those Steelers days before he lost his mind.
I say cut.
Cut?
Yeah.
I say cut, man.
Yeah, let's cut him. Let's cut him.
Okay. Who should I go next? Tyreek Hill.
Cut.
That's an easy cut.
That's the easy cut.
That's probably the easiest one on this list.
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson.
Wait, how many people do we have left?
2.
It's
And
2.
if
So
Justin Jefferson's,
We
you
have
already know who the
Jettas
next
and
one
then
is.
one more.
Yeah, you
It's
already know
one
who the
more.
next one
You don't know
is.
Yeah,
the
so
next
it's going
one
to be
is.
Jettas or Chase.
Yeah, right.
And honestly,
Okay.
It's what he just said.
I'm going to make an
said.
assumption. Yeah.
Okay,
make
wait.
an assumption.
He
What
said
you gotta do?
2 current players. Has he said
Right.
any? Oh, he said Tyreek. So the next
said
one's going to
Tyreek
be
and
a
Justin.
dog.
So next one, and all these players are dogs. I'm not saying they're not dogs.
So the
Like,
next
it's
one
not-
the next one isn't going to be current.
It's
It's
not,
going to be
not
a.
current, but it's a good
I
player.
bet you I know who it is too.
And if you know me, you should know who it is.
Yeah,
Or you know who I like.
I think. Because I know who it is. I'm not going to spoil
I'm
it
going to
for
make
the
an
audience.
assumption because I feel like it's going to be Megatron.
Yeah, that's who it's going to
off
be.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I got people. I got Jerry Rice. I got people I can put on this list.
Whoever it is, he said Justin Jefferson.
I said Jettis is number 7.
You know what? I played Jettis this week. I say cut.
You say cut Jettis?
Because he's not better than Jerry Rice. He's not better than Megatron. He's not better than any of these other dudes. Chase, to me, is the number 1 receiver in the league right now.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If it was another active player, I was going to lean towards Chase over Jettas.
Who knows?
But
yeah,
unfortunately,
I need to find a decision.
I'll roll with cut if you agree with it, Sam.
I roll cut because whoever it is, he said it's a dog, and it's somebody who hasn't played. Jettis hasn't shown me enough yet, which is crazy to say. But let's go.
So,
let's go.
Y'all kept Randy Moss. You cut T.O. No, you kept T.O. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
kept T.O.
Okay.
You cut Julio. You cut Larry. You cut A.B. You cut Tyreek Hill. You cut Justin Jefferson. And you kept Megatron.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's a good
That's
list.
the list. That's the list right
list.
there.
That's a great list. I think people are going to
That's
be happy
the
with that
list.
honestly.
Yes.
T.O. here or there, but I think that's a great list.
T.O.
Yeah,
is a dog.
So
T.O. is a
some younger cats might be mad at the TO or some shit. Might
That's
want
what
to
I'm
put
saying.
Jetters or something in there. But yeah, I'm not mad at
That's
all.
a great list. That's a
T.O.
great-
is A.J. Brown
T.O.
plus Jettis. In my
on
opinion.
a broken ankle.
Yeah, bro, a dog.
Come on.
T.O. is a dog. So I'm not mad at it. It's a great list. I think y'all won that.
All right, cool.
All right.
Whew.
All right. Let's see. Super Bowl sleeping teams. Super Bowl teams or sleeper teams. Who do y'all have as y'all sleeper? Let's do sleeper teams first. Who do y'all have as your sleeper team?
My sleeper would be the Colts. Like I said, sleeper, just because like everything that Sam mentioned earlier, the big plays in the playoffs, like clearly we've never seen that. We haven't seen that from the Colts since Peyton and Marvin and all those guys. So everybody would have to step up beyond JT. We'd have to see big games from Tyler Warren. We'd have to see big games from Pittman. Hell, Alec Pierce. We would have to see big plays coming from them and the defense stepping up. And then I guess I would the Rams be a sleeper? That I guess because like. Those would be my sleepers. I think the Rams would be like a fringe sleeper depending on who you ask, because everybody's still going to want to put those same names up at the top for like the Super Bowl contending teams. So for my 2 quote unquote sleepers, I'm going to go Colts and Rams.
Okay, Sam.
Sleeper team. I'm gonna go to Broncos. I think the Broncos are a team that not a lot of people are talking about right now. I think that defense is, Pat Surtain comes back from that pec injury. They can make a run. Now, Bo Nix, again, we talked about how the quarterbacks
that's what I was going
make
to
it
ask
happen
you.
in the postseason. Yeah, I don't trust Bo Nix, right? But I mean, I think they're enough to perhaps, make a team wish that they hadn't played them in the postseason. So I'm gonna go Broncos.
Okay. My sleeper team is gonna be a crazy pick. Will be the Bears. I think the Bears are playing good right now. They're playing good right now. They are playing good. I don't like the Bears. They are playing great. They're on a little hot streak right now. Caleb Williams has been who's been balling lately. Granted, they do win a lot of late games. I don't think they can pull off all the teams. But I think if they get into the playoffs, they might have a chance to upset some of these little higher ranked teams.
And like surprisingly, I think Jalen Johnson just came back off like the IR or something. I thought he was gone for the year, but I think I seen a report that he was going to be back in the next couple of weeks. So
yeah, they started off slow. I mean, which makes sense. You got a brand new head coach. You got a younger quarterback, and they picking up steam right now. I like it. Honestly, I do. Let's see. Coach in the hot seat. I know you've seen a lot of coaches fired recently. Y'all have anyone who could be on that list in the near future in this season?
I said newly to get fired.
So hear me out. If the Packers don't go to the playoffs this year, if somehow they don't go to the playoffs, I think LaFleur is out. I think he's
I do
gone.
too.
Regardless of their record, if they should have winning season, and they just don't get in the playoffs this year by some means, somehow he's gone. They're gonna cut him easy because he's been to playoffs so much. He hasn't got to that next step recently with Love. I think they gonna chalk it up and grab a new coach.
How long do you think they keep Love though? Because I think they hand in hand. Because Love will show you some good, and then Love will be
Love booty.
completely ass.
The only thing
Yeah.
I say, they pay Love though. That's the only thing. They did pay that man recently.
Shit, they just
He's in
paid
like
Kyler
50
Murray.
million.
Kyler Murray got paid now. Look what he's doing. He's
Yeah,
playing video games. Jacoby Brissett's taking over. You feel me? That
Yeah.
also
unfortunately, I
true.
think that's another huge problem we have in the league is that they jump the gun on both sides of the coin. They anoint people too early and pay them too early, and then they don't like invest in their development per se. They'll give you 2 to 3 years and then they're ready to write you off. But then they paid you because that's the name of the game. Like Kyler shouldn't have got all of that money. If we're
That's
being
also fair.
realistic. So at the end of the day, just because they paid you, man, we might end up sitting you down if you ain't getting it together. But I don't think they have anybody that's like competing that well with Jordan Love out there in Green Bay
Yeah.
to where they would pull that trigger right now. So
Yeah. No.
All right, man. I think that's another episode. Honestly, that's another chill session. Still got a podcast show. Let us know y'all top 5 receivers who y'all cut, who y'all had kept. See if Clay or Sam fucked this up by any way.
Didn't.
Didn't mess up. Cool, man. Go
Nope.
ahead, follow us. Go
yeah,
like
I'm
us.
100% confident in those three.
Yep.
Keep y'all heads up. Keep them cups strong. And remember, y'all still got it.
Yes,
Still got it.
sir.